Welcome to Streets of the U.S. Today, I will be in Houston and I will be discussing the José Campos Torres incident. This incident involves police brutality that took place in May of 1977. José Torres was an Army veteran who had served from 1974 to 1976. He was arrested by the Houston Police Department for disorderly conduct at a bar in the East End neighborhood. The East End neighborhood is located between the eastern portion of downtown and the Port of Houston. The neighborhood is south of Hobby Airport. The Latino community make up over half the residents of the area. This area includes the 2nd Ward and Magnolia Park. During the arrest, Torres was beaten by officers. The officers then took him to the city jail. Torres had multiple injuries. A supervisor with the police department told the officers to take him to the hospital. Instead of taking him to the hospital, Torres was taken to an area the officers called the Hole. This location was behind a warehouse near Buffalo Bayou. The officers continued to beat him at the location. Torres's body was found 3 days later in Buffalo Bayou. 2 other arresting officers were charged. Stephen Orlando and Terry Denson would face murder charges. 3 other cops were fired by HPD but didn't face any criminal charges. The prosecution used a rookie officer as a witness in the case. He was present during the torture and drowning of José Torres. Orlando and Denson were found guilty of negligent homicide, which was only a misdemeanor. The jury was all white and sentenced the convicted officers to a $1 fine and 1 year probation for the killing of José Torres. This injustice sparked outrage in Houston. It led to the Moody Park riot of 1978. This took place almost exactly 1 year after the murder of José Torres. Moody Park is located in the near north side of Houston. After the Cinco de Mayo fiesta ended, the riot started. No one knows exactly how the riot started till this day, but frustration from the community boiled over. Some of the crowd chanted, "Justice for Joe Torres." They shouted, "Viva Joe Torres." The crowd also shouted that a Chicano's life is worth more than $1. Responding police officers were hit with bottles and rocks from the crowd. The Fulton Village shopping center was looted and set on fire. The riot spread about 10 blocks. A gas station and 6 stores were set on fire. There were almost 1,500 people involved in the riot. Cars were flipped and set on fire, and they were mostly police vehicles. About 28 people were arrested, and the fires were not contained until about 3 a.m. A Houston police officer named Tommy Britt had his leg broken when he was ran over by Regilio Castillo. Castillo was eventually arrested some blocks away from where the incident occurred. Reporters with news station KPRC were also attacked. Reporter Phil Archer and Jack Cato were both stabbed and beaten. In total, 8 rioters, 2 news staff, and 5 cops were injured from the riot. No one injured in the riot died. Musician Gil Scott-Heron made a song called Poem for José Campos Torres in his honor and to highlight the problem of police brutality. Torres was honored with a memorial plaza and a trail along Buffalo Bayou. Mayor Sylvester Turner and Houston Police Chief Troy Finner publicly apologized to the Torres family. Please share and comment on this story. Thank you.